Hello everyone, welcome back to my math tutorials. This is going to be the geometry series. This is going to be a short 5-part series. And please make sure you like and subscribe. And also contact Maheen if you have some problems with some math questions or you just need general math tutoring. So without further ado, let us begin. So the question states, if an exterior angle of a triangle is 140 degrees and its opposite interior angles are equal to each other, which of the following is the measure of the equal angles of a triangle? Is it going to be 30 degrees, 80 degrees, 70 degrees, or 50 degrees? Now, I already know what an exterior of a triangle is. I already know that each side of the interior angle will always add up to an equal amount. But I'm not sure what the additional amount would be in order for it to add up to 180 degrees. Because as you guys recall from the last lessons, or I guess the last trigonometry lessons, each triangle will always add up to 180 degrees. So let's go over some basic concepts in order to figure this out. So in geometry, there's this very special shape that's not like any other shape, and it has three equal angles along as well as three equal sides. Although not always, you can have different variations of the sides when it comes to angles or the different sides of this particular shape. It'll always have three different angles and three different sides, hence why it'll always be called a triangle. And each triangle that you see will always have angles inside of it that will always add up to 180 degrees. But why exactly? Why does a triangle always add up to 180 degrees? Why not some other number like 200 or 270 degrees, or maybe just an equal 150 degrees? Well, because if you think about it, 180 degrees is always going to be one straight line. And if you look at this example here, I have two straight lines I'm looking at, the one on top and the one on bottom. And if one were to take a very closer look at this example that I have right here, all I have is two straight angles. Well, not two straight angles, two straight lines. And I have a shape in the middle of these two lines that's a triangle. So it doesn't really matter like which particular point or which particular side I want to create a new triangle with. For example, I can go to B and I can draw a line that connects B to A and create a completely new triangle. Or I can erase the line between A and C and just create a new triangle when I collect A to B to A to lowercase a and create a new triangle over here. So in any case, all I need is two straight 180-degree angles, and I can create as many triangles as I want in between them. Because if you think about it, if I have a straight 180-degree angle this way, a straight 180-degree angle going that way, and one going up to the bottom, I have a triangle. And the special rule you always have to take into consideration whenever you're dealing with triangles in geometry is that not only am I able to create multiple triangles, but oftentimes the degrees and angles of those triangles will often overlap with one another. And I can use the missing side of one particular triangle and grab that missing side length or degree that I'm trying to figure out, well, what it is. I'm not sure what it is. And I can use the following, I can use the side lengths or the angles of the other triangle that's right next to it in order to find the side missing length I'm looking for, or the side degree I'm looking for. However, first let me go over what interior and exterior angles are. Interior angles will always be within inside the current shape that you're currently working in, and exterior angles will always be angles that are coming from outside the shape that you're currently looking at as well. So, just to further emphasize this example, any particular angles you see within this particular triangle, which is connected through A, B, C, will be interior angles. And any angles that you might find outside of these particular angles will be here, or here, or here, or here. Or you can just look at these as any particular angles that could be used to make potentially new triangles outside of the current triangle you're currently looking in. So, just to further re-emphasize, here, here, and here are interior angles. Here, 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 and here are exterior angles. And so this is going to be basically like 90% of all the math problems you will see in geometry when it comes to missing angles, when it comes to exterior and interior angles as well. And as you can see here, this says this is an acute exterior angle because this is most likely an acute angle. Not an acute triangle, more than likely just more an acute angle. Just how there's acute and obtuse and right triangles, well, most of the time they're going to be acute or obtuse angles. More than likely not, you'll never see an acute, I'm sorry, not a right missing angle that you're looking for. Essentially, it will just be obtuse or an acute one. And so basically the formula will look like this. A plus B plus C equals 180 degrees. So as you can see, all the angles in here would add up to 180. C plus D equals 180. So D will be the missing angle plus the C would also equal 180 degrees. Why? Because it's a straight line. And A plus B equals D. So A plus B will equal the missing value for D. And so going back to the original question, if an exterior angle with triangle is 140 degrees and its opposite interior angles are equal to each other, which of the following is a measure of the equal angles of the triangle? So to use this as an example, let's say this particular angle is 140 degrees. So the opposite interior angles will have to be A and B. The angles are here and here. If they are equal to each other, if you add A plus B, it would equal to 140. However, we don't need to figure that out. What we do, we just need to find the angle of one of them and then plug that in for our answer. So let's do some math here. 140 divided by 2, because it's two different angles, would be 70. Let's see if it's the right answer. So let's see if 70 degrees will be the right answer for this question. And just to further emphasize the question again, if an exterior angle of a triangle is 140 degrees and its opposite interior angles are equal to each other, which of the following is a measure of the equal angles of the triangle? 70 degrees. And we got it right.